Invader Zim is a legendary show amongst the folks over at Hot Topic. It's that one show that you always see that green little gerbil sprouting out random shit all the time, and it's part of the reason why you were seeing emo bitch baby as a kid. Yes, yeah, it's that show. Nah, but for real though, it's a great show. I don't know. Well, I mean, what else should I say? I feel like everyone already gave like their 3-hour-long reviews on what made it a quote-unquote masterpiece, so I'm not really going to waste my time regurgitating the same amount of shit that everyone's already said. I just thought it was a funny show, and it had a very cynical and dark sense of humor that was just a breath of fresh air. The unique factor of Invader Zim was the fact that it was a black comedy for kids. It was edgy, and not in the overused sense of the word of like, we live in a society. I mean, like, they were making jokes that were literally on the cusp of being censored out. Like, one of the worst episodes, and by that I mean like the darkest, involves Zim actually harvesting kids' organs just so he could seem more human, making his body grotesque and bursting with intestines, literally. Yeah, that was like some dark shit, and it played out like a horror movie, what with Dib being chased around by Zim halfway through the episode, with Zim hiding in the shadows and the cooing of the pigeon signifying how close he was to getting Dib. That's pretty scary in itself, I'll admit. But the real thing that made Invader Zim creepy to me, at least, was when I learned about Bloody Gur. See, Bloody Gur was this little inside joke amongst the creators of the show because he was supposed to show up in one of the episodes. Now, there's no real context as to when or why Gur was supposed to show up bloodied, but again, Zim was harvesting organs, for Christ's sake. Like, why wouldn't Bloody Gur just be a thing? Seriously. Although when Jonan Vasquez submitted the idea to Nickelodeon, they promptly denied his request. But the drawing of Gur bloodied up still exists within the episode, despite rejection. See, because director Steve Russell actually snuck in several bloody Gurs throughout the show in just one single frame. The most notable and famous example of bloody Gur showing up was in the episode Bad Bad Rubber Piggy. During the episode, Zim creates a time machine to get rid of Dib. At first, he has this giant mech to send back in time to kill him, but Gur throws a rubber piggy instead. This actually benefits Zim as it makes Dib's life incredibly miserable, and the more rubber piggies he threw into the time machine, the more it was causing several horrible accidents to happen in his life. During one of the times that they threw a pig, Bloody Gur faintly shows up in the portal at the very center. It's very faint, but he is there. This little scene scared and fascinated a ton of kids at the time, at least the ones who were paying attention. And when word broke out that the staff snuck in several bloody Gurs all over the show, the search continued onwards. Although as cool as it is to know that several of these bloody Gurs exist, specifically 14 or so, it was real scary to me as a child, and I think to a few other kids as well who were fans of the show. I knew this because I talked to my friends about it when I was a kid, and they said it creeped them out too. Hell, I still get some people telling me that Bloody Gur is a creepy little Easter egg. It didn't really make us stop watching the show, nor was it really that terrifying that we just couldn't see it anymore or whatever. But the idea of Bloody Gur existing in one of the shows we love so much and that he's just hiding right there in front of our faces is just kind of scary, don't you think? Not to mention that the image of Bloody Gur isn't really that friendly either, nor is it really even that funny. It's just a deadpan Gur with blood all over his body. It's eerie, honestly, and it's not like it's ketchup or some other substance. It's literally blood. It's especially scary when you consider that Gur is the weirdo, funny character that always lightens up the mood, if not annoys the crap out of the audience, yet here he is, just staring at you with blood all over his head and his torso. It's unsettling to say the least. Now, as far as we know, there's only 2 known sightings of Bloody Gur, the aforementioned Bad Bad Rubber Piggy episode and the episode Muertos der Soul Stealer, that's hard to say for some reason, which is far clearer than the former's appearance. He can be seen in the intro of the show, again, as a single frame. A lot of people believe that this was the reason why Invader Zim got cancelled, but in reality, Nickelodeon never actually found out about it until after the show's cancellation, and when they inevitably did find out, they really weren't that bothered, honestly. So if that's the case, then it's very likely that Bloody Gur still exists in Invader Zim and has not been edited out in future releases. In fact, I can prove that this is the case since I've already seen Bloody Gur in Bad Bad Rubber Piggy on Hulu, which is where you can stream the episodes now. Going frame by frame during that one part of the episode revealed that Bloody Gur still exists even today. Again, it's very, very faint, but he is there. But again, only 2 out of the potential 14 have been found. So if you got time to spare and patience to go by frame every single Invader Zim episode, then by all means go on ahead. But be warned, these Bloody Gur sightings haven't ever been found in like 13 years, so you're definitely got your works cut out for you, especially when you consider that the director and the producer behind this stuff actually revealed where these things are, where these sightings are, and yet people still haven't found them. It's a difficult, like, Easter egg hunt to say the least, so good luck to all y'all.